Hey everyone, Man of Interest here, and this is a new segment that I'm doing live. I hope you guys enjoy this stuff. This is a cork board. As you might have noticed, cork is a wonderful plant-based material that I enjoy a lot because you can make cool boards like this out of it. And speaking of cool boards, this is going to be the Man of Interest cool keyboard wall that we can put some of the coolest things or uncoolest things. How cool or uncool? Well, we're going to be ranking things somewhat together as a chat. I may have to make executive decisions. If something is really, really awesome in the keyboard community, it's going to be up here, everyone. It's going to be a wow. Okay? Big wow. Okay? And things aren't pretty cool, but they're still pretty decent. We got the cool section, you know? All the cool kids. All the cool kids. Okay? Doing pretty good. And maybe it's, you know, meh. Then we're going to give the meh, you know? We're going to give the meh. And of course, you know, some things in the keyboard community don't work out that well. That's the truth. Sometimes they don't work out that well. And for those situations, we have yikes. And you don't want to be on the yikes category, do you? So I have a few things today that we can decide somewhat together about what we think in the keyboard community. Okay, I got 12 things. I'm gonna be doing this every week, probably during my streams. I don't think I'll make this a video segment, just like a stream thing with all of you guys who can watch me. So you might be asking, as Nablet has in chat, what are my judging criteria? Well, for me, it's my own opinion, and for you guys, whatever you guys want it to be. This is just if something is wow or not. You know, what wows you, and something that wows you may not wow me, and vice versa. Maybe I'll find it meh, and you might find it cool. As you might have noticed, there's no like 50%. You know, there's a good side, and there's a not as good side, and we're going to be deciding these things together, okay? So, I just realized these probably look really small, and I should cut these bigger in the future. So first up is, as a focus, is the Fjell. Where do you think the Fjell falls under this? The Fjell is a 60% tray mount keyboard by Leandrin of Mechanisk. It comes in a plethora of colors. There's two revisions. The first revision, which I think is way better than the second. It's a tray mount. Tray mounts have fallen out of style lately. So, where are we putting the Fjell? In my opinion, maybe 2 years ago, it would have been a wow. Okay? But we're in 2019, folks. We're in 2019, okay? It's definitely not a yikes. For sure, okay? So where's this going? Meh or cool? Meh leaning toward cool? Cool leaning toward meh? Meh leaning toward cool? Hard to say these days. What's chat thinking? Chat is thinking meh, cool, meh, cool. You know, and I'm not talking about like with this key set like this Fjell exactly. I'm just talking about the Fjell, the case itself. It is pretty half and half. So you know what? I'm gonna put it near the middle, and you guys can decide for yourself where it actually falls. I think, even though I said there's no true middle, I think it's pretty close enough. I'm gonna personally move it a little closer to the cool side. Okay, so to me, on the cool side of the middle. That's what I think. I think the Fjell is still a very imposing board, and it still has its place. Even though, you know, tray mounts aren't as popular, sure, still quite a looker, okay? Next up on the keyboard wall, we have the Ergodox EZ. Not just a standard Ergodox, but the Ergodox EZ. The Ergodox EZ is a manufactured board that ran on Indiegogo. It features lots of different components like these tenting stands, the wrist rests. It's GMK compatible now as well as having its own proprietary thing if you wanted to do that. Where does the Ergodox EZ fall? Where does it fall? It is kind of expensive. It's like $270, I believe. It's all ABS construction. It's not like a layered case thing like most Ergodoxes are, but it's one, you know, one big thing together. Where do you guys think that this falls? I've owned one before. I think they're pretty decent, to be honest. The build quality is solid. Like for a plastic Ergodox, it felt fine. I'm not big on the Ergodox layout. What do you guys think? I think because I personally don't like the layout. It's not a yikes. Okay, I'm not gonna hold it completely yikes because I'm not the best at using it. It's a solid meh, everyone. It's a solid meh. Okay. Solid meh. So, I think most people can agree that's where it is. Okay. Next up, we have a pretty cool one here. We have Exclusives E6 V2. Where do you think the E6 V2 should fall? This is definitely at least a cool board, okay? A lot of people criticize the E6 for having only 19mm spacing instead of the standard 19.05, but I still think it's at least cool, okay? Maybe that 19 instead of 19.05 takes it out of the WoW, but I think one of the benefits of this board, the price was really good. He had a lot of options. You could mix and match your top, bottom, middle piece, your name badge, which was customizable. So like there's a lot of things going on. And a Founders Edition exists. If you wanted an all brass board, that was an option, which is pretty cool. It was limited, but still pretty cool. It was limited. That one he said it was limited, but he let everyone in. So what do you guys think? Cool. Is it WoW category? Is it WoW though? Like, does it make it to WoW? I think that's the question for the E6 V2. I think it almost makes it. Almost. But I think it's gonna be on cool, much closer to WoW than the Fjell on the other hand. Like, over here-ish. Yeah. I think that's pretty reasonable. Because like I like my E6. I have 2 E6s, but I'm planning on selling one of them, so I guess that proves to me already it's not in the WoW. Maybe if I wrote FE here, I'd put it in WoW automatically, but I'm not. So, but I did not write FE, so. Right there, between cool and WoW, closer to cool. I think it's pretty up there. Okay. This next one, I think I don't think I'll be surprised by. What do you guys think? Where do you guys think should the TGR 910RE fall? This is a board by Yutzi, TGR Keyboards. He's done a lot of awesome keyboards. This is a 65%. It has the 910 blocker in the corner, has the arrow separator down here. Where do you guys think this should fall? Is this a cool? Is it a WoW? I think we can all agree anything that has the TGR badge kind of doesn't really fall in the meh or yikes. I have the polycarb version, so I can't speak for the 910RE, so this one's going to be like a chat decision right here. I haven't owned this board, I haven't played with it that much, I only have the polycarb, which for me the polycarb is a WoW. How about the aluminum? How about the aluminum? What's chat seeing? We got a lot of cools, some WoWs. Someone says it's even cool toward meh, cool toward learning toward WoW. What do you guys... Is it like over here? Over here? Maybe move it like here, but up. Right? So it's above. I think I'll move some rearranging. The Fjell is still here, but we're gonna add another dimension, which is the up and down. Up being better than down is the other dimension, okay? So going right is more important than going left, but going right is also more important than going up. Going up is more important than going down. I think this is fair. Okay. Is it a WoW board? Seems like you guys are darting a little bit in the middle between this. I think quite a few people said WoW. Quite a few people said cool. This is pretty intense. Put it right here. Okay? Right here. What do we have next? Next up. Oh god. Why did I do this to it? I planned these. I'm like... I might have to make an executive decision here. GMK Rainbow, everyone. GMK Rainbow. We know where this is going. We know where this is going. Right here. Big yikes. Big yikes, folks. Big yikes. Okay, next up, we have something pretty interesting. The ALF X3 Rinoa. This is the biggest and heaviest board ALF has made, clocking in at, I believe, like 9-something pounds. It has this outer shell, it has an inner chassis where that mounts the plate and everything else. This ran for like, what, $580-ish before shipping? Yeah, it's kind of quite a bit. Not many people bought it. I think it was like less than 20 people might have purchased this keyboard. It was big, it was imposing, the weight design changed, and people weren't really learned that much, or the design on top for the notification things, so... To be honest, I personally feel kind of... I think this is like the worst ALF product they've done. At least one of them. So... I don't know, what does the chat think? Meh, 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 under the 910, meh, solid, cool, mid, meh. I think it's pretty, it looks like you guys are pretty unified on the mess. Pretty unified on the meh. Okay. Is it more or less meh than the Ergodox EZ though? Harsh. Less meh. So I'll put it here. Okay, next one. Interesting choice, Huey. Interesting choice. I have this like kind of list that I have. Interesting choice. I'm gonna say is Aristotle switches. These are switches that can be used to make other very popular clicky switches like Aristotle or Panastotles. By themselves, they're pretty crap. So, does their existing crappiness take away from the potential? Because having the potential to do something could be pretty cool, but the fact that they're already by themselves pretty bad drags them this way. So how do you guys feel about how they are stock versus what they could be used for? Bottom of meh, meh, meh. So no one is saying yikes for this. This is like you guys are pretty solidly meh. But like, because the thing, I would never use these as individual switches. I would only use them for modding them. So I'm gonna put this as a meh. I think the potential's there. I've used Aristotle. Even though they weren't the most consistent, I thought they were still pretty enjoyable. Okay, let's do that one a little bit later, actually. Okay, here's an interesting one, everyone. Interesting one indeed. The Canoe. The Canoe by percents. Where does the Canoe fall? Canoe is rerunning right now too, funny enough. The Canoe is typically known to be very expensive, and the Canoe is probably as popular as its clone, the Funu. But I'm talking about the official, actual Canoe, the one where PCBs fail, the one that has some imperfections here and there, but it's the Canoe, and people like how it looks because it has that lip up top. Where's the Canoe fall? Where does the Canoe fall? Would be wow, but PCB big dead. Yikes. Cool under 910? So here's the thing. For me, the amount of dead PCBs, not wow, at most halfway through cool, but I can't give it a wow. I can't give it a wow. What are people saying? Low cool? Still cool? Meh? That's the big thing about this, right? The design of the board versus the failures of the PCB. Because I think at this point it's kind of universally accepted the PCB is kind of shite. So I do like how it looks. I won't lie. I like how it looks. I think it'd be really cool if it was offered in like E-white instead of Mao. Yeah. This is definitely one that straddles the line for that, because like this board could be great if it has a new PCB, and apparently the newest version does have a revised PCB, but we don't have it yet. Has anyone had the new revised PCB? Did the version before this current run have it? I don't think so. I'm not sure. Anyone know? So I think for now, because of the PCB and because we don't know, let's put this as at a meh closer to cool, okay? And here's the cool thing about this board. Maybe the newest version comes out and it's absolutely smacking amazing. And if that's the case with the new PCB, I don't mind moving it this way, okay? I don't mind revisiting places on the board if we need to revise things, if things have changed with a future revision or future round. That can happen, okay? That can happen. But we will see. Okay, so this next one, hey Zeal, is the JTK purple on white sets. Where does this fall on the board? Let's find out. Indeed. Purple on white. POW. It's JTK. POW means it's an early round, so it has a ton of legend inconsistencies. It is still the beloved cherry profile at approximately 1.5 millimeters, manufactured by JTK. But the early rounds definitely had a lot of issues in my opinion. I owned, actually I owned white on purple, I think was the real set. I don't know, I owned one of the early first round JTK purple sets. And I was pretty disappointed in the overall quality of the legends. So, let's go with, let's go around here. Man, I guess I need to plan these better because we got a lot of mess going on. A lot of meh. Okay, this one. Next up we have the Novatouch. The Novatouch is a Topra board by Cooler Master that originally went for way too much. Then the prices kept dropping. A lot of people didn't like it for a lot of reasons. Came with bad keycaps. The stabilizers are meh. The overall construction is meh. But you know what? It's still very beloved for having the best MX Topra sliders on the market, which people can use for their HHKBs and real forces, and people still are doing that. Okay. Even after this got discontinued, the prices shot up over $200 when the original MSRP was $200, and near the end of its lifespan, it was being sold for $100. Please take it at $100, and now it's all the way up. I've seen it at $250 easily. Okay, but the board itself isn't the best. But the potential, whether using the parts for another board or lubing it up for yourself, getting nice keycaps, and getting a Novatouch case, that also has a lot of potential to bring it forward while being held back by why it's not so great. So what do you guys think? Low cool, valuable meh, low cool, cool. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I see. For me, I'm really drawn. I have full disclosure. I have a Novatouch. I absolutely love it. Okay, I do, and I think that for me that pulls the Novatouch out of the meh. I think because it's so versatile, and the fact that you can harvest its sliders, you can put the Novatouch on it, and then, you know, through all that together, you can have a pretty good board. I think that at least pulls it to cool. Like, of all the tables I brought to the NorCal meetup, for some reason, my BKE heavy domed Novatouch was like one of the most popular boards on my table. More popular than my Alice, more popular than my E6 FE. Like, mind-blowing how popular it was. So, put on this side, right here. I'm right here. Okay. Next up is a set by Signature Plastics, DSA Combat. So the Combat font was a font that they developed in collab with Jay Jill of Vietnam, who did the those SA and DSA sets with the similar fonts, and it's not popular, I don't think. I'm getting a lot of yikes in chat, so I think we know where this is. But is it better than Rainbow? Is it better than Rainbow, or is it worse than Rainbow? That's the real question. But rip it up, please. Rainbow is better than Combat. Above Rainbow. No, barely. Yes. Do I just overlay it like? Just like it's so little better that it overlaps on like 80% of the card. Is that where it is? You'd rather use Rainbow? Rainbow was robbed. Just barely. You know what? No, I'm gonna say I would actually use Rainbow before Combat. I will say that. I believe that. Okay. I'll even put it under, so you can see. I'd rather see Rainbow than Combat. Okay, we have one last thing for today, and then after today, you're gonna have to wait till next week before the next Cool Wall episode, which I guess I'm gonna do every Thursday. Looks like you guys are enjoying this, which is really cool. Last sets, also produced by Signature Plastics, ran by someone else. This is DSA Wolfmark. This ran months, maybe a year ago. It ran a while ago. I just found it and I'm like, I'll throw it in. Episode 1. DSA Wolfmark. Where's it go? A lot of mez. Some people say cool. People are pretty decidedly on the meh of this. Okay, I think it's gonna be the mess side. It's gonna be the mess side. But I think it is lower than everything else on the mess side so far. So we'll put it over here. I'm not the biggest fan of this set, you know. I think there are good DSA sets out there. I wouldn't say this is one of them. And that's it for the Cool Wall. What did you guys think of the segment? I hope you guys enjoyed this segment. I'll be doing this segment on stream every Wednesday. Probably going to be the first thing I do before keyboard stuff. Keyboard building. This is keyboard stuff. Thanks for the follows, everyone, by the way, who's been following. When are we getting the NOI tier list? No wows here. Yeah, no wows. I actually thought maybe the 910 or the E6 might get some wows. E6 I understand why not getting. I was a bit surprised this was high cool to you guys and not wow, at least in the majority of you guys. And I think about it more, I kind of understand now. You guys like this segment, fun segment, good idea. That's good to hear. Really happy about that. Would you guys like me to take, like, with my nice camera, a picture and post it on my Discord, like, of all of this? Demanding crowd. Hey, that's a good thing. That's a good thing for this, you know. So we need a plugin with real-time voting. Maybe. I feel really iffy about the voting, to be honest. I do ask for your guys' opinions, and I do solicit them a lot, as you guys see constantly looking at my phone. Thanks for the follow. But, you know, I definitely know that ultimately I do have the final executive decision. I do want to stick a lot with that, you know, and I do like the conversations you guys have on where these fall. Graph progression of how opinions change. Huh. Links to pictures. Okay, let me grab my camera. Get a battery for my camera. Well, if someone wants to make the data stuff, they can do it once I post the picture. Sorry for my shoulder being in the way. Okay. I got some more pictures. How do you guys feel about the overall length of the segment? I don't know how long does the segment go for? Like what? 20 minutes? 25 minutes maybe? I think 12 was an okay start for the segment. Almost dropped all my pins. I don't want to do that. So yeah. Aluminum pins. What's next, Huey? Well, next I have probably a keyboard to desolder that you guys can watch me do. Or a keyboard to lube, you guys can choose. Come down to either. Either I'm going to desolder my Singa, or I'm going to lube my TX60 with Zelios V2 62 grams. But before all of that, I'm going to end this segment because I'm going to upload this to YouTube. So hi everyone watching on YouTube in the future. Let me know in the comments down below for YouTube. What do you guys think of this segment? Feel free to join my Discord. I'm also going to be accepting, nominations for what to put up next. Thinking of putting 12 every episode. I might change that for more or less depending on how long or short the segment goes for. What do you guys think about the overall length? Let me know once you get down in the comments. Link to the Discord is down below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this cut out portion of the stream, of which you can watch the streams every Monday and Wednesday at 6:30 PT. And this will be on every Wednesday stream. Probably every Wednesday stream. Maybe Monday and Wednesday? I don't know. You guys let me know. And for everyone on YouTube, thank you so much. Check out my sponsors. And hashtag random Huey shill as I go to turn off this record button.